we need to talk about Vpop. Before we get started, hi, my name is Jessie, and if you don't know me, then I do a lot of dancing, gaming, and now I'm doing commentary videos. If you want to see me again, then please drop a like and hit subscribe. Anyway, now on to the rest of the video. Vpop is an online community where kids who tend to inspire to be like different K-pop groups, such as Islet, Le Sserafim, or even less popular groups such as Hitches, and you might know what group I'm talking about when I talk about them. We might talk about that one later. Anyway, but they actually make their own versions of these popular groups and they basically put it online. Now, when you go online and you look in the comments, you might see one of three reactions. One, the people who are super supportive. These people are the ones who most likely stand them and tell them, keep up the good work. And also say things like, one of my favorites, I didn't sneeze, so why did you bless me? Number two, the people who don't really read and think that the face claims are actually them. I will talk more about face claims later and how it can go wrong and can make it so that it's not just them reading and it's their fault. But anyway, these are people that go into the comments and they'll be like, you're 12 and you look like that? You'll see this most likely with less popular groups, but it still managed to happen with people like Islet and Le Sserafim, who are much more popular. Number three, the people who hate as if their life depends on it. These people actually amaze me because what do you mean you're hating on a 13-year-old because they have a dream? It's literally not their fault that you guys don't know how to scroll. It's really easy. You just go, super simple, right? Well, they'll go into the comments and they'll be like, you guys should really consider disbanding. Like, bro, leave. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I don't feel like these people have heard this enough. Okay, another common thing you see in Vpop is face claims. Face claims are basically a way for these young children really to preserve privacy because they don't really want to show their face online. I think that face claims are okay, like in general, but I think that you need to make it clear that these idols are not you. So if you're like going around and making it seem like they are you in order to get views, in order to get follows, I think that's wrong because I think that's kind of having some kind of manipulation behind it, and I don't think that's right. I don't think that's moral. I don't think that's what you should be doing. So if you do this, then I do think that you need to either like tag the creators, especially if they're like not that popular, or you just need to make it really clear and explain what face claims are, why you have them, and maybe even create a video about that. Just find different ways to go about it so that like people do not get confused as much. There are still going to be people who do not get it, but I think that you can at least reduce the numbers by not making it seem like you are the people and not just making like every video you need to at least be saying, at least in the description, the comments, like just saying, I am not the idol. These are face claims. Now, I will say some groups do this. Some groups do this, and I will say good job to all those groups. But yes, please make sure people are not misunderstanding this and you're very clear they are not you. Now, there was a group called Islet, I'm pretty sure, who got into a lot of controversy recently. They actually disbanded and rebranded themselves as a different group called Stay With Me. So I'm not able to get a whole lot of information on them right now, except there's a lot of like videos that are hating on them. I don't think hating on them is like the best thing to do because they are still young children, but I do think that it's kind of like stick to more popular groups if you're doing this kind of stuff, because it's like what happened with Islet was basically they started to become more popular than the actual group they were using as face claims. And then that just caused everything to crash and burn. And I think that ended up being worse for them at the end of the day. But I do think they still have some people who ended up sticking with them and stay by their side. But I do think they have a lot of haters now, and I feel kind of bad for them. But yeah, I do wish they used a little bit more clear language that said like, hey, we're not actually these people. Now, I will say they did make an apology. I read the apology when it first came out, and I'll go on to more about that later, but what I'm planning to do in this actual moment is to go talk about more popular V groups who are doing some songs, and I'm just gonna react to them a little bit and remind you guys, I am not a vocal coach. So if you guys have opinions, if you think it's good, if you guys think it's bad, do not come at me for having my opinions. Now, remember, these people are children, so if you're watching this video and you guys are thinking something mean and hateful, leave. Just leave. Let's not comment mean stuff. Keep the comments nice. Anyway, on to watching some of this group who I've seen a lot about, Bloomy. Okay, so I found the first song that I'm gonna look at by Bloomy, and it's Attention by New Jeans, and we're gonna do color-coded lyrics. By the way, I'm gonna at them at the bottom because I don't really feel comfortable not adding them at least. So if you guys want to check them out, go ahead. I'm gonna play the video over here and you guys can listen as well. So let's take a look. So there's gonna be a little bit of an intro, so we're gonna be looking at it, but so far it sounded good for the person just singing right now. It's just the background voice. I'm sure they have like a karaoke version playing in the background, or at least like instrumental, some kind of version where it's not gonna have actual speaking of any of the original songs. I will say that the pronunciation so far is pretty good. I feel like, okay, so she's a little echoey, but it's not like a bad thing. I think it's just probably the room she's in. I don't really think that's a problem. Well, it's a little bit of a problem. It's not like a big thing. She still sounds good. I will say that I really like May's vocals. At least I'm pretty sure if I say any of these names wrong, don't come at me, guys, please. Yeah, no, May is really good. I like her. So is Emmy. I think she's really good as well. And her pronunciation's really good. I think it also helps that I think their mic is helping them a lot. I think that Dory and Eugene, they're all a little like echoey, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think they sound really good. I just think it's just hard for me to capture it when I hear the echo as well. So I'm probably gonna listen to another song as well and hope that it's not there as much, because it sounds good. I just have a really hard time focusing, and maybe that's just me having a hard time focusing in general. Yeah, because she does sound good. It's just the echo that's throwing me off. Oh, yeah. I'm like locked in low key, so if I just go quiet, it's just I'm really locked in. I really love her voice. She might be my like favorite vocals there. Like the rest of them are really good, by the way. Like I'm not like saying none of the other ones are really good, but I will say I love her vocals. But we're gonna go watch another song by Bloomy because I do feel like maybe I can get a better gist of them. I do really like May's vocals. They're really good. I feel like my lighting's really weird right now, by the way, guys, so like don't mind that. Like I said, I don't know if y'all saw the video. I do not have a ring light and I don't have good lighting, so just don't mind that. And then I don't really want to play an MV just because I don't want to get copyrighted. perhaps, and that'd be really bad. No. I don't want to risk that. And so we're not gonna play an MV, but we're probably gonna play another one. I feel like I want to give, yeah, we're gonna do free. We're gonna do free from K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh yeah, I think this was, yeah, it was 2 months ago, so it's definitely more popular then. But we're gonna do that one. So, trying to remember. No, I'm not video recording. Guys, don't mind me struggling. Okay, let's listen. Free. I'm sure they got this. I do love their vocals. They have some good vocals. So let's see. I do love like the vibe of this song. It's very like slow and it's very sweet. I do realize that it says hopes instead of notes. I'm sure it was just a mistake, but it's okay. I will say this is a very high song, so it's really difficult to sing. Maybe I'm saying that because I'm a little bit of an alto, but it's pretty high up there in vocal range. So if you're like probably not a soprano, it's gonna be much harder to sing. Again, I'm not a vocal coach, so if I got any of that information wrong, don't come at me, please. I'm so low. Okay. Yeah, that one was really high, so I can tell she's really trying hard to reach it. She still sounds really good. It's just, I can tell like it's a little bit high. They're both really good though. I really do love that part of the song. That just one part's super high. I get that. They have very calming voices. I don't know why, but when I like listen to their voices, it's just very calming. I do wonder if I could hear them with slightly lower register. I don't know if that makes sense. I wonder if they could do a song cover that's like not as high. I know there are a lot of K-pop songs has really high notes, so it's, I don't think it's them. Let me fix my camera because I feel like I'm a little low, so I don't mind that. But I do think that I would like to hear them a little bit lower, or maybe just like mid-range, because this one has a lot of high notes. They sound really good together. Like the voices combining is really well. They sound really good when combining these voices. I do like Cupid, but we're not playing that right now. Also try not to get copyrighted again. Let's see. I say again like I have been copyrighted. No, I have stuff that I can't monetize, but I don't have enough followers to even monetize it yet. So I'm not really worried about monetizing things. I do see some, like a video that was recent that was like, your assumptions are quite interesting. That is such a good title that I really do want to click on it, but this is not what that video is about. Anyway, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the members. So I do know that, especially if you go to the community, which I'm doing right now, I'm not gonna show you guys, but I know they got a new manager recently or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's still the same. Yeah, manager Coco. And I heard that she's a much better manager. I think I heard some mistreatment among the members and how like they were leaving May out and a lot of things. So I'm not gonna tell you that I actually know a whole lot of the drama right now. I wish I looked a little bit more deeper into it. I will say I looked a lot more deeper into the Aylit drama compared to the Bloomy drama that was going on, because I do think that Aylit was getting a lot of AI accusations as well. So they were getting accusations saying that they used AI to make all their songs, that they weren't actually real. They were using AI to make the voices, the songs, all of that. And I will not say if that's true or not. I don't have enough evidence. I don't have anything that I can tell you factually stating that they did use AI or they did not. I cannot tell you that. So you guys need to look into somebody else's videos explaining it, because I might have not looked into it enough. I will say I think I saw something about them saying they did use AI to write one song. So I will say that if you did use it once, I will say it's hard to say that you didn't use it twice, maybe even 3 times. But it's just hard for me to speak on the topic when I don't have enough information on the topic to give you a good, reasonable opinion with zero suspicion that this is a factual statement. I will say that I think that they probably shouldn't have used AI for the song that they did use AI for, and that they had admitted to. But I will say the amount of hate they got for it was a lot, and I do think that they didn't deserve as much hate as they got. I will say I do think it was bad that they started to get more followers than the actual group, but that's just an entirely different thing. And I think they're young, and I think they didn't know, and I think that they deserve some grace. And so I will say go check out Stay With Me, because I'm not saying I'm defending them, but I will say that maybe you should realize they are a little bit young. So maybe we're judging too quickly. Like, I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm not gonna review a whole lot of other videos Vpop wise, because I still have to edit this down a bit and it is getting a little bit long. So I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave your thoughts in the comments and discuss your thoughts about this entire thing, because I would like to hear everybody's thoughts. And if you have any more information about like Aylit or like Bloomy, if you have any more of that stuff, please tell me in the comments, because I would love to hear, because I'm not entirely sure I'm filled in on the drama. Like, I've tried to go like into a deep dive into the drama, but I wasn't sure if I could actually be able to do that. Though if you do want me to talk more about any of like different Vpop groups, any like some controversy or drama that's happening, tell me so I can go and do a deep dive video into that. But this one was really just talking about Vpop in general, so I didn't really want to focus on, well, I guess I did kind of focus on one certain group, but that's okay. I wanted to show at least one like a popular group, and I don't think I have enough time to show like 15 groups. So I will say I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, I know I said I was gonna say bye, and then I didn't. But anyway, I hope you don't mind me yapping, because this is just pretty much me yapping this entire video. I had a script. I will be honest, I went off script like teeny tiny bit. Okay, my script was like 4 minutes. So yeah, no, I went off scripts like big amount. So yeah, no. Love you guys though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Goodbye for real this time.